Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
A confirmed tornado and multiple warnings across northern Ohio. What that means for our severe threat tonight. Sean?
An arrest made in a shocking triple homicide, and our cameras are there.
Breaking right now, Chief Craig says a serial killer is on the loose, targeting sex workers in Detroit.
We are very much involved in this investigation. It's the highest priority right now.
Now he's hoping someone will come out of the shadows and help get them behind bars. Topping our news today at 5, Chief Craig won't say exactly why police think 3 homicide cases on the east side are linked, but they do share some striking similarities.
That's right. All 3 victims were prostitutes in their 50s and were lured into vacant buildings. The first happening back in March, and the latest one this morning on Mac. Coco McAvoy is live on the east side tonight, where it's all hands on deck there for the department. Coco.
Yes, good afternoon. That's right. All hands on deck for the Detroit Police Department as they work to learn more information about this potential serial killer and rapist. Now, we are here on Mac outside of the abandoned house where a woman was found this morning. It is the 3rd body that Detroit police have found on Detroit's east side, and they're saying all 3 are connected. Alarming words coming directly from Chief James Craig himself, saying there's someone targeting women in Detroit.
A serial killer and rapist.
Police believe the women in their 50s, who are also prostitutes, were lured into vacant buildings over the last 3 months.
These women, each of them, the bodies were decomposed in various states.
This investigation stems from 3 different cases of women found dead on Detroit's east side. The first victim was found in March in an abandoned home on Coventry Street. Police originally thought she overdosed, but now say she was killed from blunt force trauma.
Because we believe that there was a sex worker, or there's someone who lives near or around a vacant dwelling that may have saw some suspicious activity, and that information would be very helpful for us.
The second victim was found in May in the 13,000 block of Lyndhurst Street, and the third woman was found this morning on Mack Avenue near Mount Elliott. Chief Craig isn't saying what specific evidence links the 3 women to each other, but points to patterns showing a connection.
We just want to identify the violent perpetrator and bring some sense of closure.
Now police are hoping there are not more victims out there as they hunt for the serial killer. And police will be going to these neighborhoods, trying to speak to people to try to get any information that they can. And coming up at 6 o'clock, we get reaction from people living in these neighborhoods. Back to you.
Yeah, Coco, talking about the information, did Chief Craig have any information on, or description or anything on who this potential suspect might be?
No, at this time, there is no suspect description. They don't know who this person may be. They don't know if it's a man or a woman or an age range. So they're just telling people across the city of Detroit to be on the lookout. If they see anything suspicious, call police.
Scary. Okay, Coco, thanks.
Also breaking right now, one of the men involved in that deadly chase with police has now been charged with second-degree murder, along with a slew of other charges. 29-year-old Christopher Lee Caven and 41-year-old Kevin Puttick led them on a wild chase before police stopped the car and were forced to open fire. Puttick, as you'll recall, was killed in the incident. Meantime, Caven is expected to be arraigned tomorrow, and that's an arraignment that will happen in the hospital.
All right, all eyes on 4 Live radar tonight with worries about storms heading into tonight. All clear for us right now, but it's a different story down to the south.
Turn it over to Ben with, I guess you just got some good news here, right?
A little piece of it, yeah. We've been taken out of the marginal risk here in southern Michigan. Now, this is put out by the Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma. This does not mean that we're completely out of the woods. It just means that the chances are going to be so isolated and not widespread enough to justify that risk area across a good chunk of the southern end of the state. You can see we've got downpours out here, and most of this is just heavy rain. It's moving fast enough that this isn't causing problems right now. In fact, we're really not even seeing lightning strikes with it. But as we get through the rest of the evening, there's a small possibility, especially in some of our urban areas, that we could see some localized flooding from these downpours. Otherwise, we'll be watching at least the very small possibility of some strong winds and hail, but it really is going to be those downpours that we're watching the most. We'll talk more about what's to come after the storms in a few minutes. Guys?
Okay, Ben. Our other top story at 5, Detroit police arrest the suspect in a triple murder, and local 4 cameras are there as it went down.
Undercover officers made the arrest today in connection with a shooting that happened back on May 25th inside a home on Devonshire near the border with Grosse Pointe Park. Let's get to Sean Lay, who is live on the east side with more. Sean.
Devin, big time sigh of relief out here from so many following this very shocking case. So many people shaken up by it, wondering when an arrest would be made. Police swooped in. They made that arrest of the suspected gunman this morning, and our cameras were there. Local 4 cameras are there as Detroit police make a key arrest. The target, a man wanted for a shocking triple homicide that has had the community stunned for days. The takedown happening on Claremont, just east of 14th Street on Detroit's west side. That suspected gunman has been on the run since 3 people were gunned down in a home on Devonshire Saturday, May 25th.
We did arrest a suspect in a triple shooting involving members of the LGBTQ community.
Gunned down that morning, Paris Cameron, Alante Davis, and Timothy Blanchard. Family members tell us all were members of the LGBTQ community. That suspected gunman, we're told, an ex-boyfriend, enraged over several issues. We're also told it was not a hate crime.
We're moving forward with that investigation. That matter is under review at the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office.
Back here live again, a suspected gunman in custody. Charges expected as early as tomorrow. At the same time, 2 services were being held for 2 of those victims today, Devin.
And any more we're learning here about the motive in all this, Sean?
Bits and pieces right now. We hope to learn more in court, but what we're learning from police is that all of these people, everyone involved here knew each other. This may have been over a breakup and some personal property.
Yeah. All right, Sean. All right, let's get to a good health update now. It concerns the measles outbreak that started earlier this year when a man traveling from New York City came to Michigan, and it set off a chain reaction of infections.
Right. Dr. Frank McGeorge is here now with a big update today from county health officials. Doc?
A big update indeed, Devin and Kimberly. Today, Oakland County officials officially declared the outbreak that was related to that traveler from New York over. Now, that outbreak began in March, and 40 of the 42 related cases were in Oakland County. The last case related to this outbreak was reported in April. Now, so far, there have been a total of 44 Michigan cases. The 2 additional cases reported were unrelated to that larger outbreak. Now, the CDC continues to warn that nationally, measles remains a threat with ongoing outbreaks. And currently, the national count is at 981 cases, which is the highest number since 1992. That is all important to keep in mind. While it's great that Oakland County has sounded the all clear with regard to that earlier outbreak, nationally, measles is far from gone, and we are still just 1 new case in the wrong place away from a new outbreak. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Doc. Well, there's a lotto player that has about 1 million reasons to be happy after buying a $1 million winner from a gas station in Clinton Township. But as Nick Monticelli reports, there's another $1 million ticket out there that no one has claimed, and there's an even bigger prize up for grabs Friday.
This $1 million winner was bought at this BP station here at 17 and Hayes, right inside of this door. Hopefully the ticket buyer knows about it, because in Livingston County, there's another $1 million up for grabs that person apparently doesn't know.
Wow, I wish I had bought one. I wish it was me.
Anyone who stops at the BP station at 17 and Hayes in Clinton Township is probably thinking the same thing today. The Mega Millions ticket is worth $1 million after last night's drawing, matching the 5 white balls, 25, 37, 46, 48, and 68. So naturally, those who do play here started digging for tickets.
So I was like, oh my God, that's where I play at. You know, I was like, oh my God. And just
not you.
Just not me, man.
Inside, almost every conversation centers around the $1 million ticket, although Abdul Salah does not know who won.
So excited and happy for the guy who won the ticket, and I hope he have a good life in the rest of his life.
And we hope he or she knows about it, unlike someone in Livingston County. There's another $1 million ticket winner there, bought at a Speedway station in Heartland on Highland Road. The drawing was last year. The winning numbers 41, 53, 59, 63, and 66. That ticket will expire in October. And if you're feeling left out, don't worry, you're probably just waiting for the huge Mega Millions drawing on Friday. That's currently worth $530 million.
Probably pay off all my bills.
Not take a vacation?
Yeah, I'd probably take a vacation too. I might buy a cottage or something on the lake.
In Clinton Township, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
And I don't have to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway because it's in the prompter. If you have that winning Powerball ticket from last year, reach out to the Michigan Lottery ASAP. Do it now. Somebody has to win.
Time is running out. Much more ahead here at 5, including defender Karen Drew.
They never thought he'd run again.
But we're still healing? Why?
They never thought he'd speak.
It's been really cool seeing how well he's doing.
I'll take you to the Cipriano's home, once a crime scene, now a place of hope and rebuilding.
All right, Karen, also, it really isn't a scam how you can actually own a real piece of the Mackinac Bridge. Rod?
Here in the state of Michigan, the Great Lakes state, having waterfront property is a priority for a lot of people.
My house is going to turn into a major houseboat.
But waterfront property is a relative term anymore with these high lake levels. We'll hear from the residents affected.